My name is Meagan Morrison, and I am a traveling fashion illustrator. I grew up north of Toronto, Ontario, in this little town called Queensville. I didn't necessarily have a lot of exposure to fashion and art as a little girl. I feared that, future as a struggling artist. So I went to McGill University in Montreal, Canada, and studied business there. I got my Bachelor of Commerce degree and majored in marketing, minored in art history, so I had a little bit of that art influence still. And so eventually a coworker mentioned to me, oh, you should look into illustration, fashion illustration in particular. And so I found a 2-year program at FIT in New York that offered that. And I applied, got in, and moved here in 2009 and have been here ever since. I traveled to Dubai the first summer here in New York to visit a friend, and really was struck by how different fashion and culture is across the world, and ways in which I could interpret that and showcase it. My 25th birthday hit, and I set up Travel Write Draw that same month. September 2014 was a really big launch for me. That was like the first month that I was independent on my own. It was also Fashion Week in New York. About 3 weeks into September, I was made a featured user on Instagram, or a suggested user, and my audience went from about 8,000 to over 100,000 in 3 weeks. So that was like the big propeller moment. I think it's good to be humble, to live in your vulnerability, to own that, to be aware of the risks, and but to keep pushing through. I mean, what else can you do? Your happiness is up to you. Your life is up to you. Don't look to anyone else to find what's going to make you feel fulfilled. It's really up to you. I was looking for answers, and that's why I found them. But if you're just sort of waiting for it to fall on your lap, chances are that's not going to happen. Every step of the way, there was a cost to pay, but it's finally paid off. And it's all this to say that I'm no different than anyone else. I just tried really, really hard, and I stuck with it.